Hey, hello. Hi, everybody. This is Warren from the Rhapsody Piano Studio. I want to welcome you to today's live lesson. We're going to be learning Go the Distance from the movie Hercules for easy piano. Make sure you pick up a copy of the sheet music and the links and the cards after this live stream is over. It's also going to be, I'll sprinkle it all over the place in video description and yeah, just look for it, okay? Also, this lesson, you want to think of it as the study guide, and the tutorial is more like the test. So once you understand most of the concepts I'm showing you in these lessons, try to test out your knowledge by clicking on the tutorial also in the links as well. All right, so it's a little bit of background on this piece. It's about 6 pages long. I'm gonna be skipping the repeats. I will show you how to take the repeat, but I will be skipping it just for brevity, shortness. And yeah, it is easy piano, but it's almost like borderline early intermediate. So it's a little bit more advanced than easy, I would say. Okay, all right. So we're gonna get started, and before we do that, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and if you want to catch whenever I go live on these lessons, hit the notification bell so you can get those reminders. All right. This is Go the Distance. I'm going to show you how to practice this, and I'm going to explain these concepts as I go along in this lesson. All right. I think that's straight. Looks good. Okay. So there's Go the Distance. All right. Whoop, wrong note. Anyway, so that is the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measure introduction. The right hand pattern is pretty simple. It's these 3 notes. So if you just block them together, it's just a good idea before you start to actually play it. That's basically it. It doesn't take a whole lot of practice, okay? What is going to take practice is when you do both hands together. Because if you notice, the melody, a little bit of the melody is in the left hand there, okay? So it's gonna be a lot of hand separate practice to line that up. Let me play the left hand for you one more time, and we're gonna try it together. All right, let's try that together at the same time. Left hand, ready, go. All right, then we just go back to both hands. Give it a listen. Okay, so the timing is a little bit hard to do on, let me show you here. So you see those 16th notes, right? It's probably the most, the part you have to practice the most, okay? Now, you can just shorten that just by playing the last note here. Then maybe go 1 note back. And then about 4 notes back. It's a good way to really practice that. If there's a difficult part, you really hone in on that. You kind of put a microscope to it. You really focus on that. And then you go further back, because just doing it from that spot doesn't mean you're able to play it. So you have to kind of start like a few beats back, and then starting a little bit further back takes a bit more practice as well. Okay, so just make sure to do both. All right, watch both hands again. might even practice like this. If you're trying to just get the rhythm. Anyway, let us try that together. I will go a bit slower. Ready, go. Right hand takes over that melody they gave you in the beginning. So what we just did here is simply we just picked the first section, okay? And that's what you're gonna do with everything that you ever practice. So yeah, just like the first section that you can play pretty decently. So it's about the first 5 measures, that's introduction. And as we go along, we just do smaller sections at a time, and we just connect into bigger parts, all right? So it's just small chunking into big chunks until you have the entire song. All right, that's basically it in a nutshell. All right, moving on. Sorry, let me zoom in a little bit. Can't really see on this laptop. And I will try that one more time. Zoom to fit. All right, maybe we'll do that, okay? It's got some lawnmowers outside, so pardon the noise. Sorry about that. Yep, first part, okay. So there's no measure numbers here. I'm just gonna go by the lyrics. So I have often dreamed, and we stopped at where the crowds on crowds. Okay. Now we just go back. We're just gonna do one hand at a time, hands separate, and then hands together. And if we don't run across any tricky parts in this song, then that's basically the only processes you need to learn this. One thing I didn't mention is you shouldn't be struggling with note reading. It could still be a little bit of a challenge, but if you can't read, you should not be playing this music. Just do something easier. I have plenty of easier piano pieces and beginning music that I've done with these lessons as well. So, you know, drop down to the appropriate level if you need to, or you can just stay at this level and work on your note reading. I have live streams for that as well. Okay. All right. Now here's just the right hand. And we take it from the pickup. I have often. And we just try that together. Ready, go. Alright, and by the way, we are in G major, so F sharps, okay? Try not to do a whole lot of analysis, but I guess that's important enough to talk about. Alright, left hand here now. And also, I played that whole thing without any pedal whatsoever, just because you can actually achieve that whole thing with legato. So that I definitely recommend not practicing any pedal with the left hand, and just getting legato. It might be tricky when you get to 2 notes at a time. All right. Anyway, let's try that together. Ready, go. Back to both hands. Okay, try it together. Ready, go. And move on to the next part from crowds. This is page 2 now. be there someday. We stop right there, and that's about the end of this first major section. We can call it that. Okay. So obviously, after we practice this part, we're gonna go back to the beginning and put it all together. Okay. Here's just the right hand. Okay, some parts to practice. Voice keeps a little bit awkward, so I'll do a lot of slow practice here. Now here at where I'm meant to be, they want you to hold the note on top because that is a dotted quarter note. Okay, so it's 1.5 beats all the way to. So we got a couple things going on here. You can use some pedal here. I do. Okay, so that's part that I think those are the trickiest parts to practice. Okay, so you want to focus on those and then practice the whole section again. All right, crowds will cheer. Right hand, let's do it together. Ready, go. Okay, back to the left hand. Nothing too special there. Let's do the left hand together. Ready, go. Back to both hands. Now, ready, go. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, or not beginning, like I said earlier, we're going to put it all together now. All right, I'm going to zoom out, see if I can kind of turn pages at the same time. It's going to be kind of weird, but yeah, here it is from the beginning now. Back and just play hands separate, hands together. Okay? I told you, it's gonna be the same thing. All right. Let's go back and simply just try that together at the same time. All right, right hand, ready, go. Oh, I missed a note in the beginning. Whoops. No, I did. All right. What am I talking about? Okay. Okay, so when we do both, we're gonna do left hand again, but just wanted to mention the reason why you need to practice hands separate. Just so important, at least in the beginning stages, is that when you do both hands, there's a tendency to not be able to tell. You know, like you just might think it's hard, I can't do both hands, but it might just be your left hand that needs more practice. And I say left hand too because most people are right-handed. We usually don't work on our non-dominant hand enough. So that's why you always want to be practicing, again, at least in the beginning stages, hands separate. Okay, let's try that together from the beginning. Left hand. Ready, go. Alright, now back to both hands. Okay, we'll try that together and then move on with the rest of this lesson. Ready, go. Okay, now there's someday I can go distance. That's where we're at. And we're gonna go all the way to, yeah, I'm actually going to give you larger sections now just to see if you can handle it. And if you can't, it kind of gives you an idea of where your concentration is. So if you can do longer and longer sections at a time, that's a good indication that your concentration is improving, like the amount of time that you can pay attention, okay? All right. So I'm just gonna give you this entire part all the way to the repeat. Okay, and of course we're gonna go back and do left hand, right hand, hands together, all that good stuff. Okay. Okay, so ideally you'll be able to do it. If not, just split this part in half, okay? Or in quarters or whatever you feel is appropriate, because by now you should know that that's basically it. What I showed you in the beginning, just apply for the rest of the lesson, okay? All All right, here's just the right hand, and then of course that's a repeat. Just goes back to the first page. All right, so pretty simple repeat there. Okay, I'm going to play a ball right hand here. There's some day. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so let me see here. Let's say I can go the distance. Only hairy part here is holding that on with your thumb, F sharp. And then the only next part you have to be kind of careful about is every mile will be worth mine. Worth mine. Because if you look at the rhythm, it's going 2-4 instead of 4-4. So we're going 2 beats instead of 4 beats. So make sure you count that appropriately, okay? Worth mine. So it's 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So just a couple spots to look at. All right, let's try that together. There someday. Right hand. Ready, go. All right, now the left hand. Okay, now the last 2 measures before the repeat, I'm going F sharp to E, and I'm just using pedal to connect it from thumb to thumb. Okay, you can reach it 1, 2 is fine as well, you know, but I'm just showing you here thumb, thumb. Especially if you have smaller hands, then this is definitely a good choice. Okay, left hand, we'll do that together. There someday. Ready, go. Okay, back to both hands. Okay, try that together. Ready, go. Okay, moving on with the rest of this. So about halfway done with this song. I just wanted to ask you guys, if you've been enjoying this lesson, remember to give this video a like, and after this lesson is over, share this video with people who would like to play it. I think you'd be doing them a really great service. Okay, moving on. This is from the second ending now. Won't lose hope. Okay, so that's kind of a shorter section too, and this little part, you can just think of it as like a bridge or just transition going into, developing the song even further, okay? So from won't lose hope, when we stop that, put but to look beyond, okay? Now just the right hand. Try that together. Ready, go. Alright, left hand. Hey Connor, it kind of makes me sad at the same time, but I appreciate it. Thanks for the comment. Yeah, I'd be doing this if I was, like, it's a good way to figure out what should you do in life. Would you be doing this for free? And I can say I would. I mean, I don't want to, but I would. Yeah. So thank you for that. Appreciate that. All right, let me know if there's anything I can do for you here. All right, left hand together, won't lose hope. Ready, go. And back to both hands. Okay, ready, go. Now moving on, got a few pages left here. Let's keep it going. So, but to look beyond to give you this next entire section. Can't read that. Okay. Oops. Okay, so let's stop it right there. So, but to look beyond like a shooting star. Sorry, I'm missing some notes here. It's just really tiny print. Okay, here's the right hand. Okay, so make sure you can try to hold these notes. Yeah, anytime they have those longer notes, try to hold that. You might not be able to do this at your stage depending on your development as a pianist, but just try it, and if not, don't worry about it. All right, together, but to look beyond. Ready, go. Music exam. Ah, nice. Good luck, man. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I want to hear back from you. Let me know how it goes. Okay. Here's the left hand. Okay. Together. Ready. Go. See ya, Connor. Connor Chan. Sounds like a martial arts name. Asians in the house. Okay, back to both hands. together. Ready, go. Okay, and then that chorus comes back. Read. Okay, so way longer section here. Yeah, if I were you, I would split this up like a shooting star stopping at I will face its harm, that measure, okay? But I'm just, again, to try to challenge you here, give you this entire section, okay? All right, so here is just the right hand from like a shooting star. Okay, so that's quite a bit here. Let's try to break this down. Difficult sections, I will go to distance. So I'm going really slow here to show you which notes to hold down, which notes to let go. Okay, and where's another part? The next part says I can go to distance. I guess this part's alright. Waiting, two beat measure again. 1, 2. And then here we have your, it's a triplet. So make sure you get that rhythm right. Okay, now let's go back in, try it again together. Like a shooting star. Ready, go. Alright, now the left hand, like a shooting star. Okay, so really nothing tricky there. Just be careful with the two beat measure at waiting. All right, mentioned that earlier. Okay, try it together like a shooting star. Left hand, ready, go. Okay, back to both hands. Let me try it again. Okay, ready, go. Okay, now I'm going to give you the ending, the last part. Okay, before I finish this, Thanks for sticking around and watching this, but make sure you stick around all the way to the end so we can give you a quick recap and some helpful suggestions if I have any more, okay? So here's the last part, the ending to this epic song. Gosh, can't see that. Okay, a couple things to look at here. If you look at arms and the next few measures, there's these little lines connecting the treble notes to the bass notes. You have to have the sheet music to know what I'm talking about. Basically, they're just saying, think of that as like a melody. So going from here to here, because we have notes on top. Trying to highlight the bottom note. That's all they're asking for, okay? It's kind of a difficult thing. It's actually an incredibly difficult thing to do, especially at the easier levels, but you know, trying to make that note come out more, or the top. Like finger control. You have to look at a lot of finger independence videos for that. Luckily, I do have one you can watch. Just Google it or look it up on YouTube. But anyway, that's what they're asking for there. Okay, back to just the right hand. Let's try it together. Arms, ready, go. Left hand, we're just gonna skip this because there's just a bunch of long notes here. So let's take it from I will search the world, okay? Yeah, this last part doesn't really take much practice because it's very similar to the patterns we've been learning in this song. All right, left hand together, I will search the world. Ready, go. All right, both hands. Folks, okay, try it together. Arms, gonna wrap this lesson up and give you a quick recap. All right, from your arms, ready, go. Okay, so that is it for today's lesson. Let me give you a quick recap like promised. This is for easy piano, but it's not easy, okay? It's almost like borderline moving into intermediate territory. Okay, so if your technique is not up to par with this one, I recommend trying some easier music. Make sure you get the sheet music for this. It's about 6 pages long. You can find links in all over the place, my cards and on my website, and the description as well. Yeah, and then the things we learned today in terms of practice is just small chunking, picking a small part at a time, not practicing that part, hands separate, simplifying it, doing right hand, left hand, and then back to hands together. Practice all phases of that, and then just connecting those parts into bigger sections until you have the entire song. Let me see here if there's anything else that I missed. Can't think of anything. I think that's about it. All right, now if you want more helpful resources, make sure you check out my website as well, because all the lessons are there, much better organized, because sometimes it's really hard to navigate YouTube as much as I love it. So make sure you head on over to the website to check out a bunch of other stuff as well and watch my other lessons. Make sure you like this video, share it with people, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, okay? All right, thank you guys so much. Had a lot of fun teaching this one. Love a good underdog movie. Any Disney music's good too. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot and happy practicing.